You're one skill away from changing your life, but you don't know which one. Here's the twist. It's not one skill. It's a stack of four that, when combined, become unfair leverage: AI, sales, story, and attention. Individually, each is powerful. Together, they form a system that can get you clients without begging, create content that actually spreads, and turn you into someone people seek out instead of overlook. This video isn't theory. I'm going to show you how to build this stack even if you're not technical, not extroverted, and not naturally creative. We'll break down practical exercises you can start tonight. No fluff, no motivational cliches. If you commit to watching this until the end, you'll walk away with a concrete 90-day plan to build a skill stack that prints opportunities for the next decade. Let's start by understanding why stacking beats being talented in just one thing. Talent is overrated. The people quietly winning in this new economy aren't the smartest in the room. They're the ones who combine just good enough skills in a way that multiplies their value. In this video, we'll unpack a four-part skill stack: using AI as a power tool, selling ideas and offers, telling stories that stick, and capturing attention without feeling fake. You'll see how to apply this if you're an employee, freelancer, creator, or founder. If you care about designing a career with leverage instead of chasing the next course or hack, stay with me all the way through. The most actionable frameworks are toward the end, including a 90-day plan and common mistakes to avoid. And if you want more deep dive, no fluff breakdowns like this, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss future skill stack episodes. Now let's start with why these four skills together beat almost any single specialty. Let's zoom out and define the stack. Imagine your career as a machine. AI is the engine. It gives you speed, scale, and superpowers. Sales is the fuel system. It converts your ideas into money, clients, and green lights. Story is the interface. It turns complexity into emotion so humans actually care. Attention is the distribution. It gets your ideas in front of the right people consistently. Most people focus on one part: the AI person who can't sell, the storyteller nobody sees, the salesperson who burns bridges because they don't understand long-term attention. Your edge is in connecting them. Use AI to do deep research in minutes. Turn that into offers and pitches using sales fundamentals. Wrap those pitches in stories people remember. Distribute those stories where attention already lives. For the rest of this video, every segment will plug into one of these four components, building a complete, practical system for you. First piece of the stack: AI as your superpower, not your replacement. Most people use AI like a slightly smarter Google. You're going to use it like a team. Think of AI as a research assistant that never gets tired, a brainstorming partner with infinite patience, a rough draft machine that helps you start at 60% instead of 0%. 3 high leverage uses. 1. Research. Have AI summarize books, papers, competitors, and case studies into bullet point insights and counter arguments. 2. Synthesis. Feed it your notes, customer messages, and ideas. Ask it to cluster patterns and highlight what keeps showing up. 3. Prototyping. Draft emails, scripts, landing pages, and offers. Then you refine the tone and strategy. The key mindset: AI handles volume, you handle judgment. Don't ask, "What should I do?" Ask, "Generate 10 options so I can choose." That's how you multiply your productivity without losing your edge. To really win with AI, you can't just be a prompt typer. You have to become a problem finder. High-value people don't wait for instructions. They see problems earlier and define them more clearly. AI amplifies this if you use it correctly. Here's a simple 3-step loop. 1. Observe. Grab raw data. customer emails, comments, support tickets, sales calls, analytics. 2. Interrogate with AI. Paste that into your AI tool and ask, what frustrations repeat? What desires repeat? What's missing from current solutions? 3. Frame problems as opportunities. Turn each insight into a specific problem statement. X type of person wants Y, but Z is in the way. Do this weekly, and you'll build a library of problems that your offers, content, and pitches can address. That library becomes fuel for sales conversations, stories, and attention-grabbing hooks. Your goal: become the person who can walk into any situation and quickly say, here are the 3 biggest problems worth solving. Now let's layer in sales, the income multiplier. Many people hear sales and think manipulation, pressure, or cheesy tactics. Forget that. Real sales is simply helping the right person make a good decision faster. Think of sales across 3 arenas: selling yourself, job interviews, promotions, collaborations; selling offers, services, products, consulting, digital products; selling ideas, internal projects, strategies, creative pitches. The foundation is understanding 3 things better than anyone else. 1. Who you're talking to. 2. What they want badly enough to pay attention to. 3. What's in their way emotionally and practically. Stack this with AI. Use AI to simulate your ideal customer, role-play objections, and brainstorm angles. Your job is to listen, ask sharp questions, and propose clear next steps. Sales isn't about closing, it's about fit, clarity, and confidence, and you can practice it every single day in normal conversations. Let's give you a simple sales framework you can run in almost any scenario. PACE. Problem, aspiration, cause, example. 1. Problem. Start by confirming what's painful right now. From what you've said, it sounds like leads are inconsistent and you can't predict revenue. Is that accurate? 2. Aspiration. Clarify what better looks like. If we fixed this, what would an ideal month look like for you? 3. Cause. Explore what's really driving the gap. What have you tried so far? Why do you think it hasn't worked? 4. Example. Present a tailored solution with proof. Here's what I do. I helped a client in a similar spot by XYZ. Here's what changed. You can practice PACE in everyday chats, with colleagues, friends, or even when giving advice online. The habit of diagnosing before prescribing makes you naturally persuasive. And when we add story and attention, this becomes incredibly powerful. Now, story. Story is how you turn information into emotion and emotion into action. Without story, your AI insights and sales frameworks feel cold and forgettable. You don't need to be a novelist. You just need micro stories. Short, specific moments that illustrate a point. Every effective story has 3 beats. 1. Before. The relatable struggle. 2. Bridge. The decision, realization, or shift. 3. After. The concrete result or new reality. Example. Before, I was sending 20 proposals a month and hearing crickets. Then I started using a simple structure, opening with their words. 1 clear problem, 1 clear outcome. After 30 days, my close rate went from 10% to 40%. Notice: simple, specific, visual. You can layer these into emails, sales calls, content, even job interviews. Story isn't about exaggeration. It's about making the stakes and transformation feel real to the listener. Let's turn story into a repeatable tool with the Santon Serba framework. Situation, action, result. It's simple, but when you stack it with AI and sales, it becomes deadly effective. Situation. Set the scene in 1 or 2 sentences. Who, where, what problem? Action. What did you or your client specifically do? Result. What changed, ideally with numbers or vivid outcomes? Example. Situation. A freelance designer client was stuck at 2-call month saying yes to everything. Action. We used AI to analyze her past projects, picked a profitable niche, and rewrote her offers and outreach using the PAKE framework. Result. Within 60 days, she had 3 recurring clients at 3x her previous rate. You can collect SAR stories from your own experiences, from people you know, or even from case studies AI helps you summarize. These stories become plug-and-play assets for sales calls, content, and portfolio pieces. Now we add the final piece: attention. In today's economy, attention is leverage, but chasing it blindly burns you out. You don't need viral. You need relevant attention from the right people consistently. 3 principles. 1. Specific popular. 10 ideal customers are worth more than 10,000 random viewers. 2. Consistency. Intensity. 1 valuable piece a day for 90 days beats a 30-day content sprint followed by silence. 3. Systems. Willpower. Your process should make publishing the default, not a heroic act. Your skill stack feeds attention. AI speeds up research and drafting. Sales tells you what problems and desires to speak to. Story makes your content memorable. Pick 1 or 2 platforms where your people already are. LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, email, and commit to playing the long game. We'll build a simple system for that next. Let's design a simple attention system you can actually stick to. Step 1. Problem library. Once a week, use AI to mine comments, DMs, forums, and calls for recurring problems and desires. Store them in a spreadsheet or notes app. Step 2. Content templates. Create 3 to 5 repeatable formats, like before-after micro-story. Here's the mistake you're making with X. I asked AI to. Here's what happened. Step 3. Batch and schedule. Block 2 to 3 hours weekly. Have AI generate rough drafts or outlines for 10 to 15 pieces. You edit 20-30%, adding your voice, experience, and stories. Step 4. Feedback loop. Every week, review what performed best, which hooks, topics, or stories resonated. Feed that back into AI and your problem library. This system makes attention a byproduct of consistent problem-solving communication, not random inspiration. Now let's combine everything into a Yeet 90-day skill stack plan. Your goal is not mastery, it's momentum and integration. Days 1 to 30, foundations. Daily, 15 minutes using AI for research or brainstorming. 3x week, practice PACE in conversations, emails, or DMs. 3x week, write 1 SAR story from your own life or others. 3x week, publish 1 short post or email based on a problem you've spotted. Days 31 to 60, volume and feedback. Increase publishing to 1 piece a day. Use AI to analyze your best performing content and refine your topics and hooks. Schedule 1-2 actual sales conversations per week, even if low stakes. Days 61 to 90, focus and offers. Define 1 clear offer or positioning. Create a simple attention funnel. Content, conversation, offer. By day 90, you won't just know these skills, you'll have proof that they work in your world. Before we wrap, let's hit the common mistakes that quietly kill this skill stack. 1. Tool obsession. Spending all your time testing AI tools instead of solving real problems. Pick one or two tools and go deep. 2. Information hoarding. Consuming content about sales and storytelling but never practicing out loud or hitting publish. Knowledge without reps doesn't compound. 3. Platform hopping. Switching platforms every few weeks because you're not blowing up. Commit to one or two for at least a year. 4. Random acts of content. Posting whatever you feel like with no connection to your offer, audience, or problem library. 5. Short-term thinking. Expecting quick money or fame. This stack is about building optionality over years. If you avoid these traps, your improvements will feel slow at first, but then the compounding kicks in. Opportunities start appearing that look like luck from the outside. Let's compress everything into a few key takeaways so you can remember and use this. 1. Skill stacking beats single skill mastery. You don't need to be world-class at one thing. You need to be above average at the right combination. 2. AI is your amplifier, not your boss. Use it for research, synthesis, and prototyping. Keep human judgment for direction, nuance, and ethics. 3. Sales is service. Done right, it's about clarity and fit, understanding problems, desires, and roadblocks better than anyone else. 4. Story makes you memorable. Use simple frameworks like before, bridge, after, and say-are to turn dry facts into transformations. 5. Attention is a system, not a mood. Build a problem library, use templates, batch with AI, and review the data. Stacked together, these 4 skills create a flywheel: more insight, better offers, stronger stories, and growing attention that feeds everything else. Here's what to do next if you're serious about building this stack. Step 1. Pick your focus arena. Are you using this for a career move, freelancing, content creation, or a business? Comment below with one word: career, freelance, creator, or business. I'll tailor future videos around those. Step 2. Start the 7-day mini challenge. For the next week, every day, use AI for one meaningful task. Practice one PACE, conversation or message. Publish one small piece of content, even if only on LinkedIn or Twitter. Step 3. Make this a long-term game. If you found this breakdown useful and you want more deep, practical episodes on AI, sales, story, and attention, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next parts. I'll be building on this foundation with live breakdowns, scripts, and real examples. Your future edge won't be luck. It'll be the skill stack you start building today.